Hey everybody, welcome to World of Tanks Xbox 360 Edition with the NowhereBird. I am bringing you some games today in the Centurian Mk.1, and it's basically what not to do in it. I'm fully upgraded, but doesn't really matter because your whole armor is still so incredibly weak. We spawned in the north, and I'm driving through town on encounter battle here, and I was getting ready to set up, but this Jagdpanzer just runs all the way up there. He wants to get in the cap circle, so you know, trying to be a decent guy and back his move. But we're already coming under fire by multiple bad guys in town. I'm tracked. Just waiting to recover and move up. Do kind of a risky maneuver here and burn across this little open intersection. Could have been guys behind me, or the guys down the road could have shot me in the side, but I'm trying to do what I can to save this little Jagdpanzer, but he dies. And I basically get away with a lucky one here as this guy misses a shot on me, and here's where I'm about to make my mistake. Got some guys behind me, but I decide to kind of move up when this T-44 comes out and try to put a shot into him that hits the building instead. And then I move out, and this is where things go wrong. Pause the action here and kind of take a look at things. I got 3 guys facing me, and my side is exposed. I'm tracked. The tank destroyer tracked me. The T-44 is looking right at me. I've taken a shot from the light tank, and I'm about to take a whole lot more, but this is where I shouldn't be. You'll see here in a second that there is a Tiger tank behind me and a Super Pershing, and I should be doing something like backing up the Super Pershing since he's a little less maneuverable. Anybody tries to flank him, I should be putting shots into them. But here I am out in the open, and it's not going to end very well at all. Alright. So I'm taking multiple shots from everybody and their dog. Just slap a last-ditch shot into that light tank, and that's the end of me. And not how many seconds later, everybody rolls around the corner and obliterates these guys. So, you know, patience can be a virtue in this tank. Don't just run out and go crazy. Alright. Alright, for our next misadventure in the Centurian Mk.1, we're here in Sacred Valley. Spawned in the southwest, so I've decided to push up the hill and try to take the little ridge along the north side of things. We've got some company here. It's a tier 9 battle. Looking at the, what is that, T-54 you want, or I think a T-54 medium tank up there too. Start running into some opposition. Got an IS down there. I'm trying to stay back and, you know, just provide some flanking shots, but here's kind of where I start to go wrong. I start pushing up. To get some shots. Try to look up there, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get the gun depression to get down on those guys without really exposing myself. Tried to side scrape out, which really isn't the best of ideas, and especially in a Centurion Mk.1. We missed our shot on the Conqueror, and now there's a T-32 over there. Trying to time their shots so that I can roll out and catch them on reload. I'm not doing too good of a job. IS comes up, and we do get a good tracking shot into him, but you know, we're looking at a good chunk of reload before we can get another shot in. This Conqueror is looking like he's on really low health. So we decide, oh, we take a hit from him in the ammo rack. We're hating life. There's a Waffenträger Panzerführer in the background that we need to worry about, and artillery. It looks like people are hitting on them. So I decide to move out, and this is where things go wrong. As you can see, instead of killing this Conqueror, I've only managed to track him, and I didn't communicate to my teammates what I was going to do, not even with the attack command on the radial dial. So they're stuck behind me a little ways. I'm on reload, and I've got an IS who may or may not be turning to face me, and they're not going to have any trouble penetrating me. You'll see this Conqueror start to turn his turret around to take me on, so I'm going to wind up being in trouble before too long. So I push past the Conqueror. IS gets a shot into me. I give him a ram and put a shot into him. Now I'm on reload. Got shot by the Conqueror. This guy's almost dead, but Waffenträger Panzerführer finishes me off because I pushed out beyond cover even. My teammates come in behind me and clean up, but instead of being alive to help them out further, I'm a corpse on the battlefield and of no help to anybody. And now my crew doesn't get as much experience in what I believe is an eventual win by our team. So remember to communicate and don't be out front. I mean, that's what you got to do in the Centurion Mk.1. You just got to stay back and assist. For our next adventure, we're here on El Haluf in a standard battle, and it's tier 9. Because we're not much of a brawler, we're not going to go up to the other corner. We're going to run down here to the flat and see if we can do some spotting, backup damage, things along that line. We have an A44 out ahead of us. We managed to spot a medium coming across here. We're driving, we're moseying. Wind up getting detected. We have 2 artillery to worry about, so I don't quite want to hang out right here. I kind of wanted to push down. I was hoping this guy might, and right about now is when you're going to start to see me make my mistake. Have you spotted it yet? I sure have. That's right, I'm out in front again, and I'm pushing forward. I had a feeling I could take these guys on, but what I'm looking at is a Panther and an Aufklärungs Panzer Panther, both which are the same body, and they're just, I'm putting good rounds into them. I'm damaging them, but I'm just taking so much fire in return. This guy is shooting premium at me, I believe. Try to ram him, but he's got the Panther body. They are heavy tank, and he's just slapping me around. I'm getting the shots into him, but he's just got this super high refire that just destroys me. And finally, my team managed to take him out, but it's far too late for me. So, again, I didn't communicate what I was doing to my team, and just ran out there and all this fire, and the Centurion Mk.1 just cannot go up and brawl like that. It doesn't have the armor for it at all. And so here I am again, another corpse on the battlefield. Damn it. Okay, for this battle we wind up being on Fisherman's Bay War in an encounter battle. It's tier 8, so I feel fairly confident being top tier. We spawned to the south, and the encounter point is right in the middle of the map. They've changed it up a little. So I decided to push out along the right side of things, east side, to spot out anybody who might be pushing towards the town to try to get around us. I'm going to come up right here on this little bit of berm to see if we can remain hull down at all while we do our spotting job. Come up, take a peek, and we catch two guys moving out. Got a Vic 3001P, not too much of a threat. He's pretty well hidden anyway. And then we got a KV2 who winds up spotting us. Throw kind of a quick fire shot that was kind of a waste, and we back up, at an angle so we can get him to move his turret. KV2s have horrible aiming times, so we try to take advantage of that. Throw one into the side of his turret here. He gets distracted by someone else damaging him. We throw a shot and damage his gun. And that pretty much ends the KV2's adventure, and this is where I start getting a little frisky. If you notice, everybody else is still back up in the middle of town, kind of holding things down. I was hoping somebody might follow me out here, but nope. And instead of using this little bit of berm over to my right as cover, I push out, and I'm right in the middle of an open field. And I'm drawing attention to myself, and this is where things go wrong. This 3001P shooting at me. Guys, who knows over there are shooting at me. Try to pull back, but I get tracked, ammo racked. Putting shots on this 31OP, and I managed to bounce a shot, but there's some tough customers up on that hill, and they make short work of the NowhereBird. Short work indeed, as we burn in an open field with nobody to catch our backs, and on the wrong side of the mountain. I mean, the fails for the NowhereBird were many, many that day. Oh lordy, I'll learn one of these days. I swear I will. All right, on to the next little fiasco. Alright, for our last adventure we wind up on Erlenberg in a standard battle. Spawned up in the northeast, and I decide to push down to the southeast. My plan is to go out on this little plain, try to do a little spotting, make sure that we don't wind up getting flanked that way. There's a little ridge I'll run up on, or you can remain, hold down for a good part. There are 3 artillery, so it's not too safe, but it can be safe enough. Pushing out towards it now. I've seen really fast tanks come around the backside of these houses before, people. If our green team sits back in the spawn point and doesn't get moving fast enough. So I like to do a sweep out beyond the houses just to make sure there's no hidden secrets there, and we got a lot of people coming behind us. So we're going to have a lot of firepower backing us up, and that may be what gets us in trouble. Little light tank says hello, so we give him a little bump there. It's all in good fun. I hope he didn't take it too seriously. But he is going to go up there, I do believe, in a second or two. This IS-6 kind of moves up onto the ridge. Pulls back. I don't know if he was spotted or not, or if he's just, doesn't want to be out front. Smart guy. Oh, yep. This Hellcat probably spotted him, but this Hellcat is in trouble now. Throw a shot into him. Little light tank on the other side gets taken out. Try to shoot the Hellcat again, but he ducks right behind a building just in time. But He's not long for this world as his one hit point evaporates. But our guys are getting hit too. You know, they've been spotted and things are looking this way. Here's a T-29 who is just really in a poor position. He should really be holed down back behind that last ridge, but he was, I think, moving up to support his guys and gets caught out on this open plain. We are able to throw some pretty good fire into him, and I don't believe he lasts a whole lot longer either. Yep, there he goes, taken out. So we've crushed a good number of people on this side over here, and there we got some good forces attacking from the red team on the opposite side. So you know, we decide to move up a little. You know, there's going to be people up in the castle. And so, you know, I'm not going to push up too terribly far. The scout tank is doing a fine job. He goes up over the top of the ridge there and spots an artillery. So I'm thinking he'll be gone before too long, the artillery that is. Throw a shot at that T-28 prototype, hoping to hit him in the side of the turret, but it doesn't happen. And you know, with 3 artillery on our team, I was really expecting this artillery to vanish. But no, I think our light tank suicided into him. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure, but we push up, and this is, you know, we pushed up again. We're out on our own, doing scouting job. Tried to push a shot into the T-28 prototype turret, and that didn't go down. And there's artillery. Artillery's looking this way, and it's at this point where I should be backing the heck out of there, because we're seeing no artillery shots come in on these guys. I think they were really concerned with the other flank. Try to move out, hit by the Lorraine 1550, and now we're stuck in place. And I should probably have repaired and just bugged out of there, but for some reason I was just being stubborn, and another artillery shot misses me. I believe that was artillery. Now we're on fire, and our track is gone, and our engine's damaged, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I was really hoping to take out that Sturr Emil. Those guys can be deadly. But, you know, we've got Artie's attention. This is just not a good thing. We've got no Artie support on this side, and I'm really regretting not having gotten out of there sooner. Our buddy gets taken off out to the left of us. What we're doing up here and hoping to accomplish, I don't know anymore. But the T-28 gets a shot into us, we get a shot into him, and Sturr Emil takes us out. NowhereBird down. NowhereBird down. And surprisingly enough, I think our team goes on to lose. I think I developed a lot of bad habits playing really bouncy, maneuverable mediums like the Pershing or the T-44 or the Comet, you know, where the turret was just super bouncy and you can get away with a lot of things in them. Really maneuverable. But the Centurion Mk.1, it's not going to bounce many shots. You get the occasional one here. The turret can bounce a few things, especially if you get hit in the gun mantlet. That's probably the most armored part of it. But otherwise, you know, stay in the back, flank. You know, make sure other people are drawing the attention of the red team before you go out there and expose yourself. Well, anyway, I hope some of my, you know, miscarriages of play there have helped you to better work out in your Centurion Mk.1. You know, all the fun battles, well, you do really good, are nice and all, but hopefully this will help you stay alive out there on the battlefield. Stay under cover. Don't go out exposing yourself again, you know, and try to rip it up out there. Take it easy, guys, and we'll see you next time.